Well, we started off the week with a lot of heat, and now not so much. It's still hot out there. Still talking about a lot of those mid-90s with humidity just a touch higher because we got that southeasterly flow. But don't worry, that flow is going to be, well, kind of just staying steady the next couple of days. They're not going to be changing. South winds pretty calm right now, only 11 miles an hour. Not bad at all. And temperatures, yes, they are warmer the farther south you go, around Big Bend, hitting those triple digits. Presidio at 101, but low to mid 90s across much of the Permian Basin and the Trans-Pecos. Same goes for southeastern New Mexico. In terms of activity on radar, it's going to be very limited, but it will mainly just stick out to our western areas. We're entering into a monsoon pattern for much of New Mexico, but we also are still kind of very close to New Mexico, so you will see a little bit of activity in those higher elevations. I do have one severe warning storm for about half dollar sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's in effect for the next 10 minutes. And I have a flash flood warning just to the southwest of Fort Davis because they've been getting just a decent amount of rain from these individual little pop-up storms. 73 for tonight, right around par with where we should be. Winds are going to start kicking up just a touch though. So tomorrow it's going to be decently breezy, but it's also going to be pretty warm. 96 breezy, so go with the short sleeves, hat, sunglasses, maybe even the flip-flops, because you know what, it's Friday, why not? Unless you work in an office like me, it's not going to work out too well for you. So strong winds, excuse me, strong winds are starting to bring in just a touch of clouds here and there. That's all we're going to get. Maybe a little pop-up shower in those high elevations, mainly going to stick to very rural areas of our DMA. And going into Saturday, kind of the same thing, possibly pushing a little bit closer to Pecos, maybe even Winkler County. I'm just not seeing a whole lot of support for that though. I do see high support for some pretty strong winds starting early tomorrow morning. Not that bad, 20-25 miles an hour. Kicks up a little bit more in the afternoon, up to about 30 or so, enough for a solid breeze. And then we go up to about 35, maybe 40 miles an hour, especially in those higher elevations for your Friday night, Saturday morning, and into the afternoon. You got any plans for the weekend? Just a little bit breezy, nothing that we can't deal with. Occasional gusts kicking up to about 40, maybe 50. It's possible we could see, you know, maybe just a quick little wind advisory get put into effect. I'll be posting about that in case I see anything, but relatively average temperatures for the next 6 to 10 days. Let's double check that. Nope, that's pretty average. 96 is our average high for this time of year. So here we go, first day of summer. Yeah, 96, and it just stays like that all into the weekend and into next week. The only thing next week, I might just end up bumping up those rain chances depending on what happens in New Mexico. Jolena?
Well, we sure do need that rain. Coming up next, this may look like a foot